Hi guys, this is Irene and this is Hairy Lifestyle. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you for joining me today. Here at Hairy Lifestyle, we are all about a healthy, wholesome lifestyle that is simple and affordable. I like to keep things simple and I like to keep things affordable. So in today's video, I'm going to be making granola. I want to replenish my granola. Children have just gone back to school and I realized I've run out of the granola that I had. But I want to do something different. I want to roast my granola using a charcoal oven. Yes, I got a charcoal oven and I'm really excited to try it out. But I've never done this before, so I hope it works out well. I like using alternatives, and charcoal is one alternative that I use for cooking because it's much cheaper. Electricity, gas, everything has become so pricey, so I like that alternative. I know there's some people who are going to say charcoal is also very, very expensive, and that is true. If you're buying your charcoal from the estate, mkebe, for each mkebe, it becomes very expensive. But what I usually do is I buy my charcoal in bulk. When I travel maybe to Shags, I like to pick up a whole sack of charcoal, and that way it is so much cheaper, and this will actually save me a lot of money, not using gas, not using electricity. So let's go ahead and make this granola using our charcoal oven. Let's take a look at the ingredients I'm going to be using today. Here I have some oat flakes, and this is some barley flakes. You can get all these things from the supermarket. I bought them from Carrefour, and then I bought some of my ingredients from Carrefour and some of my ingredients from Healthy You. Apart from the macadamia nuts, those ones I bought from the farm and I cracked them up myself. So yeah, as I said, this is oat flakes and this is barley flakes. Over here I have some pumpkin seeds and these are some sesame seeds. Here I have my spices. I have cinnamon, I have cardamom, and I have some sea salt. Here I have my honey, my peanut butter. These are my chocolate chips. This will come right at the end after the granola has already cooked. I have salted butter. I'm just going to use an amount of this. And over here I have some raw macadamia nuts. These are the ingredients that we are going to be using today. So now I'm going to go ahead and mix my dry ingredients in one container. Pumpkin seeds, the sesame seeds, and my spices. Give them a stir, make sure everything mixes together well. And my nuts. Next, I'm going to combine my liquid ingredients. This is butter and my honey. Use the amount that you think you need. This is a big batch, so I need quite a bit of honey to sweeten it all. Lastly, our peanut butter. I'm going to put this in the microwave and allow it to melt. Here are my wet ingredients, my honey, peanut butter, and butter. Everything is looking nice and well combined. I'm going to add some dark vanilla essence to this. And some chocolate essence. I want to bring out the chocolate taste in this granola. Mix that together. Then here I have my dry ingredients and my wet ingredients. I'm just going to go ahead and add my wet ingredients, all of them, into my dry ingredients. Then I'm going to take my time to mix the dry and the wet ingredients so that everything is coated in the wet ingredients. I've decided to add a bit more honey. I don't think what I had is enough, so I'm adding a little bit more. I've melted it, that's why it's so liquid. And I'm going to continue mixing. Take your time with this part so that everything mixes well. And here we are, our mixture looks good, everything has incorporated well. I'm just going to cover this up now and go and deal with my oven. This is my charcoal chimney starter. This thing, guys, is a lifesaver. If you've ever lit a jiko or lit charcoal, you know how frustrating that process can be. So this little gadget right here makes life so easy, and I always use it when I'm in need of hot charcoal. So here is the charcoal chimney starter doing its thing. My charcoal is lighting up pretty well and very fast. I don't need to fan it. I don't need to do anything to it. As soon as it's ready and it's hot, I'm just going to take this charcoal and transfer it to my charcoal oven. Makes my life very easy. I love this thing. These are the 2 baking trays. I've washed them and I've dried them up. Now I'm going to go ahead and spread all my granola on my baking trays. These are the baking trays, as you can see. They are filled to capacity. I'm going to now go put this in the oven, in the charcoal oven, and let them cook. I hope they are not too filled. I hope this is not too much. So yeah, let's do that. Our granola has browned quite well. I'm really happy with it. This has not been an easy task because I really had to babysit this granola a lot. I was scared of it burning, but I really like the color of it. This is the first tray that I've removed. It looks good. I'm going to go ahead and add chocolate chips to it. I like to add the chocolate chips while it's still hot. And I am done. I'm fully done with this. This granola has been sitting on the counter. It has completely cooled down. Guys, this turned out so well. You can see how brown and how beautiful this granola looks. I really like how it has turned out. It was not an easy process. Let me just say that. Let me not say it was easy. It was not easy. And the reason why it was not easy is because I've never used a charcoal oven before. So I kind of was learning as I was doing this. That is something I shouldn't have done. I was learning as I do this. I should probably have familiarize myself with the oven before doing this. One of the biggest challenges I faced is I think I used just way too much charcoal. This thing just requires a little bit of charcoal, and because the charcoal was a lot, so the heat was a lot, so I really had to babysit my granola and make sure that it doesn't burn. So I took my time with it. I let it brown, I let it cook. I let it cook and brown properly, and I'm really loving the results. The results are good. There are a few things that I learned, and of course every time you're working with heat and everything, you always have to get a bun. So I have a bun somewhere, a few buns, and I lost my name, wow, as I was lighting the jiko. Now yeah, here we are finally. I'm really happy with the results. The challenges, the results, I'm going to be using this jiko a lot more. I'm going to be using this charcoal oven a lot more. I'm going to try baking with it and see what I can do with it. All I have to do is just figure out how to make sure the temperature is well regulated so that it doesn't get too hot. That's actually the problem. I realized the oven is really small, so you don't need a lot of charcoal to get that thing heated up. And yeah, that was really the biggest challenge I faced. Wow guys, just look at that color. The color is amazing. I put the chocolate chips at the end and the chocolate chips melted, then they went ahead and solidified, and that's why you have these big chunks. That's why I like using chocolate chips like that, so that the granola can have big chunks. You can have big chunks that have come together. You can see that. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and pack up my granola. I have these jars that I use, so let's just go ahead and pack this up. So here they are. These are my 2 jars of granola that I've made. I'm feeling so good about it. Yay! And yes, I can happily say that the charcoal oven has not let me down. I have totally enjoyed working with it today. A few learning curves, a burn, a lost nail. We learn every single day, but it was quite a good experience and I totally enjoyed it. So this is how I'm going to store my granola. This is what my children take. They usually don't take much of breakfast, so it's like a snack after school, on weekends for breakfast. Yeah, on weekends they take breakfast. And anytime they need a snack, it's always good to have healthy stuff in your house that your children can take, so that they don't reach out for all the bad things. So there you have it. That is how I made this granola. I hope you learned something new today. If you don't have an oven, you can always make your granola on the stovetop. I have a video where I make my granola on the stovetop. I'm going to link it down below. And if you don't have if you're living somewhere where you don't have electricity and you'd like to get an oven, you can always invest in a charcoal oven. There are a few people who sell them online. I'll link the contacts of the person who sold this one to me. You can go to Juakali market there around Landis Road. I'm sure you will find guys there who are selling charcoal ovens. I think it's really worth the investment. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'm hoping you will try this recipe. I'll see you in my next video. This is Irene and this is Heri Lifestyle. Don't forget to like and to subscribe and to share this video with your friends who would like to learn this recipe. Asanteni sana. I'll see you in my next video.